The fundamental theorem of calculus. Today's topic, the fundamental theorem of calculus. Before going to the theorem, I just want to give a clear picture about what is a differential calculus and integral calculus. The fundamental theorem of calculus can be divided into two. That is, one is the differential calculus. Differential calculus where the tangent lines are used. The problems are based on the tangent lines. Problems on tangent lines or slope. The second is the integral calculus. Integral calculus mainly deals with the area. The problems will be based on the area, finding the area. Are these two interrelated to each other? Yes, of course. Differential calculus and integral calculus are closely related to each other, or we can say that they are inverse to each other. The problems on the tangent line and problems based on the area are closely related to each other. So to make that point more clear, I'll just explain with the help of a graph. Suppose we have the x-axis and the y-axis, and if this is the curve, the function f of x, then I can draw a tangent line here, at this point. Now, in order to find the tangent or the slope, I'll be just making it in this way. See here. So this is so let this be delta x, the distance from the x-axis, and let this distance be delta y, that is the distance along the y-axis. So in this case, the tangent is given here. So slope of the tangent can be given as, slope of the tangent will be delta y by delta x. Now if this is delta y, this side also will be delta y, and if this is delta x, this side also will be delta x. Now coming to the next figure, I'll be drawing one more figure here. For the same slope, like y and x axis, for the same slope, so this is delta x, this is delta y, and this also, as it is a rectangular shape, opposite sides are equal, so this also will be delta y and this will be delta x. Now you can see here two places here, that is area above this side as well as the like the down part here also. So the area can be written as, what will be, how to find the area of a figure? Area of a rectangular shape will be length times breadth. So here the area can be written as delta y multiplied by delta x. Now as you can see, on one side I have explained the tangent based on the tangent, and it is the slope delta y by delta x. On the other side, it is using the integration area delta y into delta x. So these two are closely related to each other, and they are inverse operations here, and they are inverse to each other. So just want to make it like the inverse relation between. So here we found out the inverse relation between the integration and the differentiation, or integration and differentiation are inverse to each other. Now coming to the problem here, the theorem, that is the fundamental theorem of calculus, states that if f is an integrable function which is continuous, that is if f is continuous on closed interval AB, if f is continuous on closed interval AB, and if capital F is the antiderivative, if capital X is the antiderivative, then integral a to b f of x dx is equal to f of b minus f of a. So this is the theorem. A fundamental theorem states that if f is a continuous on closed, continuous means what is a continuous function? Like if I have a graph, if it's this is said to be continuous, whereas if I have another graph where there is a break, and then this is not continuous. This is continuous. I can draw the graph without lifting my hands. I can draw the graph without lifting, but in this case again I have to lift my hand, and then so this is not continuous. So it should be a continuous on closed interval, and there should be some limits being mentioned like a to b. So this is a continuous in the limit a to b in closed interval a to b, and f is antiderivative. Antiderivative means integral of f of x dx. This is the antiderivative. Then in that case, integral a to b f of x dx is f of b minus f of a. I'll just explain with an example. Like it's so simple. Suppose we have integral say 0 to 1 x square dx. Below that I will write integral a to b f of x dx is given as f of b minus f of a. So what we will do is that we will take this function x square. This is the function f. We will integrate it. That is integral f dx. That is integral x square dx. That is x cubed by 3. This becomes our capital F. Then we will give the limits from a to b. Instead of a to b here, it is a is 0 and b is 1. So what I will do, f of a, that is f of b minus f of 1 minus f of 0. F of x is x cubed by 3. So what will be f of 1? 1 cubed by 3. That is 1 by 3. And f of 0 will be 0 by 3. That is 0 itself. So that is 1 by 3 minus 0 or 1 by 3. So fundamental theorem states that if a function is given, this function, integrate this function and then give the limits. Integrate and then give the limits. So fundamental theorem is integral a to b f of x dx is capital F of b minus f of a. That means take this function, integrate it and give the limits which is given in the question. So here it is limit a to, so give the limits and subtract it. That's the answer. So thank you so much.